demonstration video about how to cook a brisket from my buddy Will. I'm doing 12 briskets today for a benefit. And so my buddy Will just cooked a big old brisket this weekend. He called and asked for advice. So here we go. This brisket is 15 pounds.
Tell them what you got over there.
Got some special secret herbs and spices. You want to cut this fat off. You want some fat on it, but I know that all this is going to be sliced for the benefit. So I want it to look good when it slices. So I'm going to cut some of this fat off. And as you can see, that's all fat. I have been known just to put that on the pit, render it down if you want to, but I don't today. And you can leave it on the brisket and cut it off later. Down here in Texas we do a lot of competition, so you want it to look good when you slice it. And this side is the fat side of the brisket. I'm going to cut a lot of that off. I want to leave some on there to melt in and make the meat tender, but there's a big cap on that. So just take your time, leave a little bit on there, but as you can see, that's all fat that I'm cutting off. And like I said, I got 12 of these to do today. So there you go. Had my fire going in my pit for about an hour now, getting it up to temperature.
Sweaty barbecue guy.
Fat. Put that on your pit. Cook it down a little bit. Make dog treats.
Sophie likes dog treats. Sauce. Camera shy.
Okay. Once you get a lot of that fat cut off, and like I said, you don't want to cut it all off because you want it to melt down into the meat. But then you take some quick tender. It's made by Morton. You don't want to put too much on there, otherwise when you're done you'll end up with strawmy corned beef.
You have to move that bag.
And then I got a mixture of my secret rub. reason you call it rubbed is because you rub. Put a good bark on there. Rub it in with that salt. Be generous with it. You got a big hunk of meat there that you need to season. We're gonna turn it over here. Do the same thing on the other side.
Is your secret herbs and spices available for purchase?
Yeah, get in touch with me on Facebook. I will sell you some. By the pound or by the bottle. It's a recipe passed down from generation to generation. Alright. Make sure you're getting all the nooks and crannies there. Crevices. Now we're going to go throw those on the pit and come back and do another batch. So I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, this is where the magic happens. I'm going to cook these at about 250. For about an hour per pound. And that's not necessarily correct because brisket's done when it's done. I can say cook it to 180 degrees, but that ain't necessarily true because it may be 180, it may be 210. You just don't know. You gotta wait for that muscle to give in and be tender. And when the muscle loosens up, that's when it's done.
Are you cooking on your pit too?
Yes, ma'am. So there's 4 down. We got 8 to go. And I'll probably get them all on this pit. Oh, like I said, cook them at 250 for a lot of hours. And we'll come back and check on them here in a little bit.